Crypto Dough. Well, welcome on into another episode of the Crypto Dough channel. And today we're talking about Bitcoin. Is it going to, we're going to talk about Bitcoin and the altcoin, just the whole crypto sphere, the whole crypto world. Is it a doom or is it about to be a boom? Is it a doom or is it about to be a boom? Leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think about this. Now, before I get into this, I'm Crypto Doe, and I want to share everything that I know with you guys so together we can go further than Wells Fargo. That's the point. Now, I've been looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin moves the market. I understand there's a lot of tariffs, right? And the fact that it's a lot of tariffs, that can make the market in some form of shape and a way have a downturn because political events actually affect the market. But at the same time, we're still on the correct side of history. It's called being with pro crypto, right? Now, the reason why I'm on the edge of Bitcoin actually, it's a chance that Bitcoin might pump to 90,000. Now, the chance to me is less, but we still have to make sure because we got to prepare in each direction. That's why I have money on the side, and that's why I also been buying the dips because no one can really call it, right? But the sentiment is this. Oh, for some reason, something is dropping right now. The sentiment is this. I'm gonna do a Bitcoin chart. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick before I tell you guys the sentiment. So right now, Bitcoin is at $82,893, right? It's down on the day 1%, 1.5. In 7 days, it's up a half of a percentage. In a month, it's down 15.74%, 76. And then in a year, it's up 23%. Now, you guys know the market cap is 1.6 trillion. You guys know that the volume, it just went up. It was just at 16. Now, this is the lowest that I've ever seen Bitcoin's value. This is the lowest that I've ever seen Bitcoin's value. Normally it's in, I think the high was at what, 100 and something, 130, 140,000, 140 billion. I apologize. This is 17 billion. That's a grand number, right? It's at least six zeros, right? But at the same time, it isn't as much volume. It's not a lot of trading going on. Now, some people might say, hey, Crypto Dough, why isn't there a lot of trading going on? What's going on with the whole market? Right? You got to give Bitcoin ran up from, let's go all the way back in 2024. Bitcoin ran up from 42,000 all the way to 106,000. That's a 2.3x, right? People will sell. We have a pro crypto president, which is a good thing for crypto, but everything is not going to happen overnight. The reason why I say Bitcoin is on a 50-50 or 60-40 tier is because why is it keep on bouncing between 80 and 85,000? Bitcoin been trading on a line. It's bouncing between 80 and 85,000. Now, if it breaks 80 and it breaks to 77,000 and it goes down to 73, then okay, cool. But for some reason, I'm just not convinced, right? I'm not convinced. I think that it may be something going on that we don't know about. And I may speculate for a bit. Let me check the sentiment of what's going on. Do they even have the sentiment on this one? I wanted to see the percentage. Okay. It's 80% bullish, 21% bearish. 80% bullish, 21% bearish. Right? But I still want to know, why is it hovering above these prices? Now, it's Sunday right now. The market opens tomorrow. Normally, when the market opens, it generally take a little nosedive, it take a dip, and then it continues with the market. This week, though, we do have the Fed meeting. So, is it a buy the room and sell the news event, or is it sell the room and buy the news? We must only time could tell. But I wanted to show you guys. Let me get off of that, and I wanted to show you guys trading view real quick, because we got to get up close with this. That's the same graph that I've had for a while now. You guys can see, right? Let me see if I can zoom into traders view. Looking for the tab. Where's my trader views tab? Let me see if I can zoom into trader view. I don't know. I got so many tags open that I need to close some of them. It's confusing me. Where's my trader view tag? Oh, where's my trading view tag? Okay, let's stop sharing that. Okay. Oh, so why did you end up going away, trader view? I had to stop and start you over again, trader view. Trading view. Okay, so here we are. Right? Here we are. And I was expecting, you guys see where I had this at, right? As soon as it bounced out of this, see, it's been trading in this downward trend. It already broke its support right here, right? And it wicked down to 77. Then he also wicked down all the way to 76. So I drew a percentage from the top to bottom, and I said, okay, cool. So it can go down to 68,000. You guys see that, right? Highlighted in blue, 68,000, right? My thing is, from some reason, it didn't continue to go down. It's been trading sideways for a while. And in fact, it's back in of some form of, now overall it's still a downtrend, but it's back in some form of uptrend, right? It's down in some form of uptrend. And now from 77,000, it's all the way up to 84. Currently, it is at 83. So it's at 83 right now. So it's trading among this side right here, right? All I'm saying is that there's a possibility, right, that it can bounce or within there and it can go, let's just say from the bottom to the top. It can go to at least 88 to 90,000. Basically, it could trade within this right here. And at the top of the trend will be 92. At the top of this triangle right here, if it decides to trade inside of the triangle without having a massive breakout, let me see if I can get a line real quick. I just wanted to, not an arrow marker. I just needed a quick line. Something I can draw with. Quick little, I need something I can draw with. Text geometric shapes. Okay, we have something here. Okay, so I'm saying it all to say you guys see that it was down, it was down, right? And then now it's up. It can go all the way to me, follow the blue line, right? It can go all the way to the top of that, which is at 90,000 at the top of the down triangle. It can also do like this. It could trade, it could bounce off of that, come back down, come back up, come back down, come back up, come back down, come back up, and then eventually explode either up or it can explode either down. And not all the way down like that, but to the line of 68, right? So to this line right here, it can explode like that, right? So it can explode just like that to 68. So what I'm saying is that it's a possibility that we may be on a mini uptrend. Anything that's not above 91,000 though, or literally anything that's not above anything that's not above this right here isn't considered bullish. Anything that's not above this point right here don't mean that we're in an overall bullish trend. And this is right here is at 90 something thousand, 92,000. Then we can bounce up and then head up, right? We can head up after that. We can head up after that. If it trade along within this side, say for instance, it hit the top and then it decides to go back down, then it can still go down to 78. And then it can also break down past this and go down depending on the news and go all the way down to this point right here. Right? It can go all the way down to that point right there, which is at 68,000. So it's two things that can happen. And that's why I say I titled this one, is this a boom? Right? Or is this a doom scenario? We're going to see how the Fed meeting this week will affect the market. But I just wanted to show you guys that. Also, purchase the crypto beginner guide if you guys get a chance. If you want to support the channel a bit more, purchase the crypto beginner guide. That would be well appreciated, and it's something that's going to add value. It's going to give you all the termage that you need for the crypto world. It's going to help you navigate. It's going to add value to you. It's going to show you where to go, where to collect the information, what you need to be looking for or forward to, changes that happens, because I can edit it. One thing about this ebook, I can automatically edit it. Any given time something changed, it can be automatically edited. So I think that's a plus for that. So you guys go check it out. Let me make sure that let me make sure that I add let me make sure that I pin it to the top of the chat as far as the post. Want to make sure that I pin it to the top of the chat. As far as the link, let's pin that to the top of the chat, and is now pinned, right? So I'm saying it to say Bitcoin has a couple of options. Either it could go Either it could go up, like I showed you guys, or it could go down. Let's see what news they have to say about Bitcoin. Let's see what they have to say about as far as the news, because that control the sentiment of what's going on in the crypto world as well. How you guys feeling today? Bitcoin news. And this is from Bitcoinist. Let's read this together before I exit. But I wanted to give you guys a charting of it could trade in between. Yes, it can. Right? It could literally trade in between. Let me see if you guys can see that a little bit more. It could trade in between this right here. This is the sentiment. Change that. This is the sentiment right here. So right now, it broke down past this support line right here, 81,000, and it dipped all the way down to 76. But then it came back up, and now it's trading within this downtrend. This line right here, this blue line right here, and this blue line is still trading within the downtrend. Now it's at the bottom of the trend, but it can also go back up to the very top, which is at 92. Then it can come falling back down if it likes to, back to 80. It can either break, it can have an option of it breaks that and come down, and or it can bounce off of this line and then go back up. But it still would be considered in a downtrend, unless another option is it can do this, go all the way up, and then eventually break out. Then it can eventually break out. Now, it's a lot that can happen between now and then, but I just wanted to give you guys some form of technical analysis, because I'm getting better with the technical analysis, and I want to show you guys I know what I'm doing with the tech. Though is no correct way to say that you can predict the market, because you can't. But these indicators, sometimes it will give you a 75% chance, but things can change every day. Things can change every day with this one. Hey Jack, what you say, Jack? Jetpack Joe, what you say? Looks literally like a bull with horns. Am I bugging? You may not be bugging, Jack. You may not be bugging at all. But I was just explaining to the people, right? Jetpack. I call you Jack. Jetpack. I apologize. Jetpack 10. I was just explaining that now Bitcoin went down. If you guys can see it, right? Okay, let me zoom out first. Let me show you guys what I came up with, right? It's basically on a downtrend. So I drew that triangle from the top and then to the bottoms, right? And we're intersect where the triangle close at. Now I'm gonna zoom in. Now it could trade in between this blue line and this blue line. Let me move this out the way right here. Make the chart a little clearer. It could trade in between. Let me erase those. It could trade in between this blue line and this blue line, right? Also, I had it down where the support is at the bottom at 68,000, right? That's before it broke out. If you guys can go all the way back here before it actually broke out, right there. You guys see what I'm saying, right? So, with that being said, that could be support. So, let's zoom in again. It's trading in between these two lines, obviously, if you guys could tell from this point on. Up, hit the top of it, bounce down. Up, hit the top of it, bounce all the way down to the bottom of it. Came back up to the middle, bounced down. Big candle right there, this red candle, big drop. Came back up, bounced all the way down. So it's on a downtrend. Now I'm thinking that it's gonna go to 68,000 or beneath 70 or 68 to 73,000, right? Depending. But it literally went back up. So I don't know if it's going to, where's a brush? I don't know if it's going to go up, right? It had this option. It can go up and it can be on this line right here and bounce off of the 91, or this could be the resistance right here, or it could be resisted right there and then come all the way back down to 80, right? That still would be considered on a downtrend. And come back down to 80 right there, right? It could go up back up like this and then get rejected, and or right, depending on the news, because we do have the Fed news this week, it don't have to do that. It can literally fall down to the 73 mark that I'm talking about, to 68, right? Those are the options. Or it can decide to break out after that and then goes beyond the sky. So these are the options that I'm seeing. That's why I say there's no way to directly predict it, but I look at the volume as well. The volume at the bottom of this, it isn't that much volume. Bitcoin is at the lowest volume I ever seen. It's at 17,000. I mean, 1,000. Ooh. Don't forget a B, a big B at that. 17 billion as far as trading volume. So I said that's really like Bitcoin, but sometimes it would be low. Now, tomorrow is Monday. The market does open on Monday. So generally when the market open, Bitcoin generally take a little dip and then it can go back up depending, right? But we have so many different variables as far as we have so many different variables. We have the tariffs, we have inflation, we have interest rates. We have so many different variables that I can't call it right now. If I told you I can see this in the crystal ball, call me Crystal. I'm lying. My name Crystal. It ain't Crypto Doe no more. You can call me Crystal at that point because I'll be lying, right? So that's why I say what I did was, since no one can actually predict the market because you don't know what tomorrow may bring or what news may come out or anything along that nature, who knows what Trump might do, right? They might announce another tariff. Who knows? They just announced one with Europe with the wine. So that means that, hey, the Fed have to come in. Now, I think this is a political move by Trump because he's a smart person. At the end of the day, he's a businessman. I believe that Trump wants the Fed to come in to cut interest rates. Because if inflation is up, everything is up, right? Tariffs up, cut inflation. Cut interest rates. The Fed might announce interest rate cuts. If interest rates cut, everyone going to the bank, borrow money. Money is going to be cheap again. Same thing that happened in 2020. They say history rhymes. Same thing that happened in 2020. That's all I'm saying. So, I would begin to think, is this the same play? That's why I personally, not financial advice, I got money on the side, but I also been buying the dips. Can't go wrong that way. Would all my money on the side get spent? Who knows? I want it to. I would like for it to come down a little bit more. Oh, yes, I would. Why not? But then I also want it to boom too, right after that. So that's why I named this one Doom or Boom. We actually Malcolm in the middle. And my name isn't Malcolm. I hate being in the middle. You know, Jetpack said, "What's good, brother? What's good, Jetpack? How you doing?" Jetpack Joe, what's good? Lonzo Turner. It should be what you say, Lonzo. It should be going up for sure on a consolidation. And that's what I don't know, Lonzo. It looked like it may, because when the volume low like this, sometimes I'm like, well, what's giving them incentives to buy? Hell, Michael Saylor ain't ever buy in a month. I said, so what's giving the market incentives to buy? Warren Buffett just took most of his money out the stock market and got a whole bunch of money on the side. So I'm following the big boys. I'm like, they know something. Maybe this going to sting for a little bit while more as far as the tariffs and everything else, because people are going to be going back and forth. But if the Feds this week decides to cut interest rates, it may be victorious. It may be victorious. I've heard about the M2 money supply. What's his name? Ryu normally talk about that, right? The guy that sponsors Asui. What you say, Jetpack? You say, have you looked at the M2 money supply and how it correlates to Bitcoin? Yeah. But the M2 money supply, the money ain't come yet. I think when they cut the interest rates, the M2 money supply gonna come. That should be at least one of the indicators, which means more money is in the system. So right now it's quantitative tightening. When quantitative easing come up, then we're gonna have more money in the system. But we also have a presidency that's like, let's chill on printing the money and let's try to literally make money. That's why you have Apple just spent $500 million on building factories in the United States. Honda is coming back to the United States. TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor manufacturer, with the chips that we need, that's coming to Arizona. So they're incentivizing a lot of people to come back home to America and work. I get it that you used to party overseas and everything was cool, but we're going to tax the hell out of them overseas. We're going to make the money, build the factories here, give y'all tax incentives for actually putting factories here. In the industrial area that we used to have, y'all remember when y'all parents used to be welders and factory workers and everything else? That's coming back to the United States. That's the long vision that I see in 10, 20 years. And this is going to be a bipartisan thing, which means it don't matter if you're red, it don't matter if you're blue. Together, they grape to me. Together, they purple. They all sip tea and eat crackers together with cheese and caviar anyway. It don't matter who win, who lose. At the end of the day, they got to do some form of business. So I think that that's going to be a bipartisan thing, right? It's going to be a bipartisan thing. My bad, Jack. I'm going back to your message that you say. The green arrows are the horns, and the red lines is the body of the bull. Yeah or nay? That's what it did look like at first. I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't draw that and zoomed out. I was so much into it that when I zoomed out, I said, "God damn, Jetpack Joe, right?" I didn't mean to draw a bull, and y'all see my background, right? Hold on. Everything with me is with a bull. But right now, you know what? I think the bull is resting. My bull has been running, right? Bitcoin is at. When he ran so hard, he damn near ran 60, 80 yards. He was at 40 yards. My bull ran. Bulls are very big animals. They weigh thousands of pounds. Am I correct? So can the bull rest? You can't run at the same speed forever. So my bull ran all the way from 40 to 109,000. You don't think the bull need a little break? And that's the break that the bull was taking. Obviously to me, the bull was taking that break right here. Like, okay, I done topped out. Let's take a break. Let's go back at least down to 80 or 670 or something. Then I'm going to run it back up to 150 or maybe 250. However, I look at it like the longer my bull rests is the highest it's going to go. Y'all might see Bitcoin hit 250,000. Wow. Just saying. A bit of speculation and hopium in it. I'm just saying. But I know it's going to hit that. It's going to hit that. It's going to hit that. By 2030, Bitcoin at least gonna be $500,000. We're gonna come back 4 years. This is dated. This is 3:45 p.m. Eastern time, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. This is documented. I said that Bitcoin by 2030 is gonna be 500 to $1 million. Mark my words. Just saying. Right now, I think they're gonna go to war over Bitcoin, and not a war in a physical way. It's gonna be a war in a economical way. That's my belief. That's what I see. I can only tell you what I see. Alonzo said 100%. Jeff, I said, have you looked at the M2 supply? Yeah. Okay. Good point. Okay. Okay. LOL. You laughing at my bull analogy? I'm just saying my bull been running. My bull need a break. He need a Kit Kat. He needs to take one hell of a break. Think about it. He needs to rest. His ankles may be hurting right now. He may need to lay with his another animal. He may want to reproduce right now. Like, who knows? Let my bull do his thing. But when he come back out and play, he's playing hard. I'm just telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. So that's the update that I wanted to give you guys, honestly. Hold on. No. We talked about the charts, right? You guys see the charting. I wanted to read something by what's this article that I just seen? Don't tell me I lost the page of the article. Would you like to show notifications? No, I would not. You guys are always trying to get me to do something. This one is by Bitcoinus, right? Let me stop sharing this and let's read a little article. Then I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna double up on the gym today. I went to the gym this morning, and I'm gonna double up on the gym today. And I probably go at No, you know what? It's the weekend. I think they may be open. On Saturdays, when Sundays they close at 9, but they may. So throughout the week, I'm gonna double up on the gym. I'm gonna go to the gym twice a day for 5 days. Let's go on to the Bitcoiners. And this article is Bitcoin breakout struggles linger. Here are the levels to watch. Okay, this real quick. We're gonna get into this, and then I'm gonna get up on out of here. The Bitcoin price closed the past week on a positive note, and we'll be hoping to start the new week on an even stronger foot. However, sideways movement has been constant features in the weekend price action of Bitcoin so far in 2025. Similarly, the flagship cryptocurrency has struggled to build a Friday's momentum. Recording no significant change in the past day, a market analysis firm, More Crypto Online, has identified specific price levels that might be crucial to the future price trajectory of Bitcoin. Here's why Bitcoin must break resistance of 86,700. In March 15th's post on the X platform, More Crypto Online shared an interest in Bitcoin price analysis, identifying the important levels of the potential short-term movements. In the past week, Bitcoin produced a rather choppy price movement, characterized by a series of gains and losses of almost similar margins. Most notably, the premier cryptocurrency broke above the week's high of $84,294 to reclaim the 85,000 price level. However, the bullish momentum proved unstable, and that's what I was saying about the volume is so freaking loaded. It can just fall off the cliff right now. As selling pressures quickly triggered an immediate retracement. More Crypto Online stated that its post that BTC immediately resistance level lies at 85,474. Excuse me. which doubles as the next Fibonacci resistance. Right above this level, another major resistance around 86,700 region, which the Bitcoin bulls must push past if there will be any change for further price gains. And that's what I've been telling y'all. You guys check out their chart right there. Check out their charting, right? Check out their charting. Um, okay. As shown, the chart above, the more crypto online expect that if the Bitcoin price manages a successful close above the specific supplies or a surge of 89, it could be on the cards. This move will likely be followed by a minor pullback to 87 before the Bitcoin price finally returns to around 92. And that's the same thing I was saying basically. I'm going to leave this link in the chat. You guys can read up on this article because this article just came out a couple of minutes ago. Well, about 6 hours ago. So it's fresh. It actually came out today. And go follow me on X as well. I got to get my X up. Go follow me on TikTok. And also don't forget to purchase your crypto beginner guide, my first digital product online. I appreciate everyone for stopping by and tuning in. This is Crypto Dough. Buckle up. Put on your seatbelts. It is time to take off. In 5, 4,